Hey everybody, this is Jeff, your GM and narrator, and because this is the second part, and I combined them a little weird, we don't have any lightsaber checks for us, but let's get right into it. Enjoy the show.
Very good. Wait, how many, are we on hour 3?
Yes, we're starting hour 3.
Trying to pick up that scent again.
Yeah, following along.
Blah. 15.
Yeah, you can hear the sound of people approaching. Oh my god, Diablo almost got me. But I think I heard some voices this way. We'll hit them up. We'll get their shells. And their teammate, yeah. Be quiet. We'll sneak up on them. As you can hear them echoing. You can spell these are two of the...
I'll look over at Claire. Are we hiding?
Yes. I'd like to try to minimize how many people find me, I think. But yeah, she'll jump in the closest door.
Oh yeah, we might as well just peace out and not get caught up in that mess. Are any of the other contestants sense nearby when I'm, or is this the first group of others that have gotten close?
Yeah, this is the first group of others that have gotten close to you. If you're talking about like other scents, you've definitely caught other scents like going into rooms.
Mm-hmm. But my 6 starters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This room is set up like a giant bathtub. You and Claire will slide in just a little bit. Though it only comes up to your shins. This entire room is filled with what smells like champagne. There are some grates further up on the edge of the bathtub walls, which extend all the way to the ceiling, of which pleasant-smelling bubbles float through.
Well, I'm gonna have a taste.
Yeah, it's bitter and sweet, bubbly with that crisp kind of finish that makes you burp.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like champagne. Claire will pop a few of the bubbles, and when they pop, glitter sprays out of them.
Have you run into this room before?
You can see she's trying to like wipe her hands off of glitter and stuff, and like no, and I can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to be rid of this room. So I shake my shirt.
Yeah, she'll go to open the door at the other side of the bathtub, which is built kind of like the drain. So like you lift the drain up and then walk out into the hall again.
Okay. So it's in the floor? It's a hatch in the floor?
Correct. But best you could tell, this room at least only had 2 doors in it. You didn't get up to the gratings or anything, but it seems like the one you came in and then the one you just exited out of.
Okay.
Both of you will leave champagne-scented footprints and a bit of glitter that seems to trail behind you.
All right.
Once out of this room, though, Claire will... one moment, and she will repeat some arcane words before the glitter will disappear. Want me to get you to?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. And she will perform the same spell, drying up your clothes and taking off the glitter.
So, you find it tough to get a good night's sleep in here? Or do you have a system for that?
It can be tough, yeah. A lot of times, though, once the maze shuts down, the rooms stop moving. Like, if nobody shows up long enough, everything stays where it's at. And so you can kind of base yourself off that. You just got to make sure you get supplies ready for the next time it starts moving again.
But how do you know there's going to be enough downtime? Isn't it arbitrary based on foot traffic?
There's a room that tells you where everybody is in the maze.
Okay, it's a room to find.
Yeah, it's like the clock room. It's one that seems to show up at least every rotation, but it's never in the same spot.
Mm. So, all right. So what's this new spot as we drain out of the tub?
As you will head out of the tub into the halls, Claire would ask, and so you came here specifically to find me, or were you just hanging out in Golden for fun?
I didn't know about you until I walked into this casino this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Cool. So what are you here for?
Just on vacation.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Been in Dust Banter for the last several years, working.
Oh, nice. I always wanted to go there.
Well, don't go there now, it's on fire.
Oh, all right.
I don't suppose, does any of the news get out here? I haven't looked at any of the international stuff.
To be fair, I'm probably the worst person to ask about current events.
Oh, fair.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival check, as we're here in hour 4.
Hell yeah. 29.
Excellent. With the 29, you catch a whiff of turpentine and leatherwork. Come to one of the junctions, and you see a person that you don't remember from... It doesn't smell like one of the people that came with you. Originally must be an older maze member, as you'll see a gentleman come out eating a donut as he walks out of the door, but you catch the whiff from that door of that leather and turpentine smell. Once he and his drone drift away, you and Claire have free access to get to that door.
All right. You seen that guy before?
Yeah, that guy's... He comes like every week, only stays there for a couple hours, but I haven't talked to him or anything, but yeah, I definitely recognize him. If you got to the donut room, though, the donut room is close to the clock room. So he's been at least... So we know the clock room's here.
Okay. I think the direction we want to go is, and I will gesture towards the door towards the what smells like a tannery.
Oh, right. You could follow his scent.
Are we trying to get to the clock room?
I mean, eventually we will. So walking to this room, twin sets of stairs on both sides that curve up, though they don't seem to go anywhere. Like they connect back with themselves, right? But the walls of this room are covered in pictures of weird animals. Horses with human heads, donkeys with dragon wings, gigantic insects attacking a castle, lizards with chicken legs, a cuckoo bird the size of an elephant being ridden by a minotaur, dogs with horns headbutting each other, a cat with multiple tails. And in the middle of the room, looks like there was a tray with an empty cup on it.
I'll look over towards Claire.
Yeah, she'll... Okay. I guess let's check around and see if we can find something here. Looks like there's 2 doors on the other side, but I guess let's take a peek. Go ahead and give me your perception.
All right, 32.
Excellent, yeah. Claire wanders from picture to picture. She's feeling the walls, pulling on sconces, trying to see if there's something missing here. But you fours, as you wander about, you'll catch the smell of, what, milk? Cow's milk from the glass that's left on the stand in the middle. You'll eventually, though, come to a picture on the wall that stands out from all these because it isn't weird, right? It shows a young man sitting on the stoop of a house with a kind of black and white German Shepherd-looking dog that's got its head cocked and tongue out. But it looks like they're sitting somewhere rural. Reminds you of, like, Nugget.
All right. So modest.
Mm-hmm. Claire coming down the other side of the stairs with you when she runs into it. Well, oh my god.
Is this the dog?
That's the dog.
Is it always in the painting?
Well, no, the dog is here sometimes. Or the dog's been here in a room before. Let's see here. You don't have much time left, right?
I'm about halfway done. Yeah,
with that 32 perception, you can see that, like most of these paintings, they are all attached to the wall by hinges.
Yeah. We'll pull up on the bottom edge of the painting and see if we get any articulation.
Yeah, it shifts a bit. Like you feel it kind of click as it undoes from the wall and swings up before it shows a small glass window which you can look through. In this other room, of which it looks like it's a storage room. Plates, mugs, teapots, kettles, pots, pans, everything covering the shelves. In the middle of that room sits Victor and seems to be looking at the door. Though from the angle that you're at, you can see that this room seems to only have one door into it.
So is it like a haunted house painting peephole, or is it like magical?
Oh, yeah. Haunted house peephole, but you're on the haunted house side, right?
Right.
You're peeping into that room.
Yeah, okay.
From like behind some teapots.
Does the door correspond with another painting?
You can give me a perception if you want.
Okay. 29.
As you lower this painting of the boy and the dog, Laura will stay next to it as you begin moving up the stairs looking through these. You will eventually find where you find a snake that has the front half of a dolphin in a storage room.
A crazy dolphin snake in a storage room.
Correct. And yeah, you can lift the painting off the wall. There's nothing behind it, but it does come off the wall easy enough.
Okay. What's on the reverse? What's behind the frame?
You can see it has 2 hooks for it to hang back up on the wall. Bringing this over to Claire, she can say that the doors at the bottom of the stairs, they have hooks on them.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, let's go back down towards the bottom of the stairs.
Following down to the bottom of the stairs, Claire will show you on the 2 doors that were across from the door you entered. They both have spots where you can hang these paintings. So they are spaced correctly, so you can put the dolphin snake onto a door.
All right, I'll be putting it on the door of the Victor painting.
With that replaced, when Claire opens the door, it opens into a storage unit. Teapots, kettles, various shelves covered in plates and mugs, and in the middle will sit a dog. Before the dog would say, "I've been waiting for winter to return, but you will do. We can begin the ceremony if you're right. I see that you have found a conflux." And Claire will, no, this is Forrest?
I'll do a short wave. Hey.
Greetings. Your tremor sense says that Victor's not touching the ground. In fact, the more you kind of look at the dog, the more this feels, or at least from all your experience, this feels like a dog spirit. Like it is not corporeal.
You're not part of the maze.
Yeah, the dog in that fun way cocks its head to the side and, no? What maze?
Never mind. Just this crazy old maze that we call life. I'll never figure it out.
Victor nods sagely. But Claire we're trying to get back to the clock room so we can go to the halls. And Victor would, "I do not believe that the halls are safe. It's best not to go there. The Ulakri have decreed that no one is allowed to pass through or to use them any longer. It would be unwise to provoke his soldiers." But Claire would, "I don't care. I need to get to the halls. I need to find where Zoe is." And Victor will,
I mean, how dangerous can these forces be?
And Victor will, "The elite soldiers of the Ulakri are charged with the ability to erase those from time that they deem a danger to the halls or the throne. Claire seeks to go into a place that would allow her access to timelines which they are protecting."
So I'll turn to her. So Zoe's in one of these other timelines?
She looks frustrated, annoyed, angry, and I don't know if she's in... I don't know where or if Zoe is real, but I feel more than anything that she is out there, and that I need to find her. I just can't remember enough about her, but I dream about her being here in the halls. There's a beach I need to get to.
And this is the only entrance to the halls that you found?
I found this one once. I should have gone in it, but I was stupid. Horatio's book talks about there being other places, but there's no guarantee they show up whenever they want. But his book talked about how places where a lot of chance and a lot of chaos occurs, where a lot of points converge, you have a better chance of finding it. And this is the best I could figure.
Well, as long as we're here. How good are you at hiding?
I'm great at hiding.
All right. Well, let's just duck these guards and find this door.
She will. Please, Victor. What? At very worst, if I fail, then what? Then I get erased, and you'll never remember me. And the dog will. I remember all, but I do not think you are ready for this. I'm not sure that I can take you, as her diplomacy doesn't seem to land well with Victor.
Well, if you wanted to come with me at the end of this 8 hours, I might be obscenely rich, and we can use those funds to find another door. That's a thought.
Yeah, then her reaction would be more annoyed and frustrated, right? Like, it's not necessarily directed at you, but it's the face of someone who is accepting that they might fail, right? And they're at that point of whether they're doubling down and going to keep trying, or if they're going to... Basically, it's, to put it in its simplest form, the gambler's fallacy, right? They've invested this much time already, and so now they're getting confronted with the idea that they've wasted this time, and that they lost their one chance. But at the same time, you can see on her face that anger at the idea that she can't do this again. Like, that she'll just have to try harder. I know the door's here somewhere. I guess, for at least while we're here, can you help me find it for us? This dog is, I guess, not going to be a help.
I don't see why we can't find it. Hopefully in the next 3 or 4 hours. I look down at my HCOM.
Yeah, Victor would. You have been warned. I hope that you are not forgotten.
Same. It's nice meeting you, Victor.
The dog nods. But with the door closed, you and Claire stand in the halls. You'll see the flash of light letting you know that we're getting close to the end of the 4th hour.
All right. Do we have any leads from here? I feel like that was a bit of a dead end.
Her body language is telling you that she's hitting that stall point of frustration where you can't think straight. And so she's trying to just go to cling on to anything of like, well, we can go back to that first room and maybe maybe there's maybe in the room with all the paintings, maybe one of them has a clock. It's got to be here, right? I mean, why wouldn't the clock room be here?
I don't have the logic of this stuff. I don't even know. It's all so symbolic.
Yeah, in the clock room is where I know you can open the door. This time I won't be afraid to try to get past the soldier. I'm gonna go in that room, but I need to find it.
All right.
I wish I would have grabbed something from that room so you could have the scent.
Can we get to a room that connects to Donut Man's room from here? Or have we gone, we've snaked too far away from that?
You could smell that Donut Man had come out of one of these doors, but he'd come out of the door that doesn't have the painting on it.
Okay. I think we're gonna try and reverse track him to try and find the donut room that is close to the clock room. That's our best lead at this point, I think.
Yeah, following into this room, leaving the double stairs and painting room behind, you and Laura seem to walk into the back of a school classroom. They have those desk chair combos. Looks like there's seats for about 20 kids. Nobody is in here. You can see the glass window to the left, where some trees are pushed up against it, filtering through the sunlight. In front of you, there's a large blackboard. Written on the blackboard with chalk, there are numbers, equations, there are drawings, rooms. There is a picture of Claire. There is a dagger sitting on the teacher's desk of this classroom, and there are two doors on the right-hand side of the wall that go on to other places. But Claire seems very confused by this room, as it is not the donut room she was thinking it would be. You can tell that the man's scent continues to another door. But looking in this room, this looks like somebody who has been following Laura, effectively, and this is where they're keeping their notes.
We stumbled into a serial killer's nest. I just jumped right to serial killer. Just obsessed.
Yeah, yeah. No, just take it all the way to the hoop.
Let's just go. Just follow it logically. This guy's a creep.
But yeah, she'll definitely have that. What the hell is this?
It's like you have a secret admirer to say a super hacky fucking movie line.
Okay, weird.
I'll gesture towards the door that I think Donut Man came from. Well, we're going in that direction, by the way. Not that I'm rushing things along.
Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. She'll take one last look at it with just kind of confusion and worry as you guys move through what is the closet door of this classroom into a very strange room. You walk in, and there are no walls here. Up, down, left, right. There is a door floating behind you that you walked through. But other than that, you seem to be adrift in space. There's no sounds at all. Nothing can be heard. Claire is yelling at you, and nothing comes across. Your tremor sense has no ground to ping off of.
I found the holes!
There's small fireflies that kind of blip and fly across the area here, but you can't hear like the buzzing of their wings or anything. Looking around for a moment, though, your eyes will eventually drift to in the, I guess you could call center or down from where you're at, based on your orientation. There's an emerald sitting on a pedestal.
I'll float over and take a closer look.
Yeah, it is very light. It doesn't look like it's an actual emerald, like stone made. It looks like green tinted glass, shaped very expertly into an emerald form.
All right. I will pick it up and look through it, and sweep it around this big void space. Like hold it up to my eye.
Looking around the area, when you look at Claire through it, it appears, it almost looks like she's fuzzy and discombobulated, like she's in the ethereal realm.
As if she were?
As if she were, yeah.
Okay. And I don't look all fuzzy like that?
You do not.
Okay. And there's nothing else here?
There's nothing else here.
Alright. Yeah, well, I suppose I'll take it with me. And pop back out of this hall, this closet space. Is this used for the maze, you think? Talking to Claire?
Yeah, heading out the door with Claire. As soon as you get back into the classroom, the emerald shatters.
Uh-oh. I'll just freeze where I am and be listening for an alarm or something. Anything.
She looks at you and that's... What was that?
Like a emerald thing? Like a glass. It's just in a empty space. I don't know, I was hoping to get a better look at it.
Oh, odd.
I don't know. I'm lost. What was the last Aboleth update that we got?
It is 5 rooms away.
So, Donut Man came here from... He had access to this spot. Have you been in this room before?
No, I haven't been in either of these rooms.
We'll back out to the classroom and see what sort of mood board this guy's put together.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your sense motive as you're looking it over, or praise, whichever you'd prefer.
Oh, 29.
Yeah, so far as looking it over, it doesn't feel malicious so much as it feels like somebody who's studying where Laura is going. There's, like, the numbers seem to imply that they're trying to predict which rooms they're trying to get to. The pictures and then the notes that are taken refer to specific areas where they have claimed to have been able to reach the halls. Looking over all of this, it all points towards the room in the closet is an ethereal room.
So theoretically, you should be able to do what she should be able to do what she came here to do in that room.
Potentially, as long as they have the ability to.
Mm-hmm. What was didn't you say there was a dagger on the desk?
Yeah, it looks to be made out of the same glass crystal as the short sword she has.
All right, I'll check that out.
But yeah, we can find. Does this? I guess we might be able to use this to find the clock room, right? I don't know what any of this stuff means. She will be unable to decipher much as she's looking it over, frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get your short sword, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, this, I found it.
In the maze?
Yeah.
And I will gesture towards the matching dagger on the desk.
Yeah, she'll walk over and look at it, pick it up, and... Okay, does the board say anything about that? Like, should I keep it?
I don't know. What are you supposed to do to get into the halls?
I need to set the clock room to the correct time.
Yeah. Alright.
As you and Claire are taking a moment here in the classroom, looking it over, Claire's put the glass dagger on her belt for the time being. See, she still has the short sword in its sheath on the other side. But you'll start to hear alarms go off in the maze. You can hear the muffled voice of an announcer coming through saying that participants in the Aboleth's maze. Participants in the maze. We are experiencing a fraud alert and will have to temporarily shut down the maze for the time being. All rooms will remain stationary. Please exit. Hands are being sent in to recover all players of the maze. Please stay where you are so we can find you. The alarm will continue for a bit before it'll repeat that message in about a minute or so.
Alright. It's looking like we don't have a whole lot of time. How do you hide?
Normally when it's dark like this, I can climb up onto the walls, or we can get up on top of the rooms.
On top of the rooms?
Yeah, on top of the walls.
Is this supposed to make sense to me? That's where the crowd is, looking down at the maze, right?
Yes, yeah. So like the people up above, that when you walked over on the glass, they were able to see people running through the maze. But she's talking about getting up on top of those walls that people are running through.
Okay. Well, why don't you do that to begin with? Can't we see all the rooms from on top of the wall?
We can't see the doors, and the doors go to the rooms.
Hmm.
You can't see into a room from the top. It's with the way the dimensional doors are set up. So moving on top is good for hiding and moving across the maze quickly, but it doesn't help you get into places. And if you can't see where you are, then it's really only good for avoiding the other players.
Okay. All right. I think we got this.
But if the rooms are stationary, if the maze is off, if we can find the control room or possibly we can find the clock room, they're not going to be moving on us anymore. The walls won't be changing. So I think we can get to one of those easy enough if we can avoid the guards. But she will look at your bracelet.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of something to attach it to and something that could move. Can I take the bracelet off? Is it?
It's firmly put on there, like think those concert bracelets. But yeah, you could tear it off or use the last bit of your shape change to get your hand out. That wouldn't be hard for you to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to take off the bracelet and throw it into the that closet, that maintenance closet.
Okay. Yeah, you watch the bracelet begin to float off into space in that room.
All right, and then I'll turn back to Claire and clap my hands. Let's do this.
Come with me. As you open the door, you'll notice that all of the ambiance is turned off, right? There's no hologram jellyfish. There's now lights from overhead beaming down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're standing in an empty Costco. She'll pull out gloves from her satchel and put them on, kind of stretch them a bit before she will use them to start spider climbing up the wall.
All right. I will shift up my climbing claws and follow after.
Once you're on top, you can see why this isn't as helpful. It's not bad, of course, for hiding, but you're basically seeing like a bunch of flat roofs and walls to kind of move across, but you can't see down into where a lot of the players are.
Okay.
But with your tremor sense, of course, when you get close to an edge, you can feel when a guard moves around.
Okay.
They're within the range, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and Claire will roll one as well.
All right. I got a 23.
Claire gets a 19, so she's able to stay pretty quiet as well as out of sight. But you definitely have a couple of those close moments where like flashlights kind of beam up as the guards are moving about. You hear them talking to each other of the control room's locked down, clock room is being watched. We're still missing about 5 people, so they're still spreading out and going. You can hear them talking about a little bit of complications upstairs. A lot of people upset, a lot of people complaining, a lot of people yelling. Seems that something may have gone wrong with the betting.
Interesting.
But as you're both moving, go ahead and give me your acrobatics as well, as you're jumping from room roof to room roof.
Now the question is, do I add 2 ranks on the fly with my unspent skill point? All right. I got a 10. Solid, reliable 10.
All right, give me a stealth check then to back that up.
All right. 31.
Perfect. So this is one of those, you jump it, you hit the wall, but it flows very much in that parkour kind of state, right? Where you land on the edge with your feet, with your climb speed, you're able to just roll right over and keep going, versus Claire is able to make the leap and continue moving, but the guards below don't notice. It doesn't set off any alarms. You're able to move quickly, and yeah, with that 31 on stealth, you're not going to have really another problem with a guard really having a chance to see you guys.
Nice. They said, did the guards say that the clock tower is the clock room is being watched?
Yes.
All right.
And so that is one of the signals that will let you guys know as you get to the edge of a roof, a room roof, and you look over. You can see that there's a guard there armed with a machine pistol, though it does have a clip on it that looks very similar to what you've seen like in the black market, where it's meant to do non-lethal.
And why is that a black market thing?
You had those in the Scorn market, like those.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, I'm on the right page now. That's where we had seen them before. It's not a product.
You can see there is a guard outside of a door with a machine pistol out as they're kind of radioing to the other folk of, yeah, I'm here. I'm not seeing anybody. Still pretty calm. You guys catch anything out there? And you get the, shh. Oh, we found one more. Looks like they're over here. Got 3 left. Like, hey, don't forget there's Laura's out there. Like, yeah. I heard somebody caught her on camera. No. We're trying to find that participant. As Claire will look over at you, and if we jump him, I think we could take him pretty quick.
I concur. And I knock wood that the dice doesn't fuck me over, but I do have a tree of skills that is meant for this exact moment. And I really hope it works.
Alrighty.
But I believe I'm going to bushwhack this gentleman.
Claire will let you go first, unless you need her to move first to make the bushwhacking more feasible.
No. So basically, I'm going to try and grapple this guy. And bushwhack says that if I've grappled an opponent that was not aware of me, I can pin them. I have another that says if I have someone pinned, I can use stunning fist. So let's see how this goes.
Go ahead and describe as Claire will time herself to jump right after you, pulling out the short sword, but looks like she's looking to hit him with the pommel.
Does he currently have a walkie in hand?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop with the first blow being a karate chop to the hand to get him to drop the walkie-talkie. Dropping down from the wall with a 26.
Yeah, 26 against the casino security will be enough to grapple onto him and pin him, correct, if they're not aware of you?
Yeah, so my check to pin is going to be a 36.
Yeah, without a doubt. So a pinned creature they can take verbal actions and mental actions, but they cannot cast spells that require a somatic or material component. I'm going to say that he can't use his walkie-talkie.
And at As a swift action, I'm going to stun him. Or I'm gonna try to, so it's a DC 19.
Alrighty. He will roll his fort save. He fails, becoming stunned, dropping both the gun and walkie-talkie. Like, the stun makes you lose everything in your hands that you're holding. And Claire will surprisingly miss with the pommel. As she, I guess what? She's aiming to where she thinks he should be, but with you grabbing, pinning, and then stunning him quickly.
He's just a wad on the floor.
Yeah, she ends up like hitting the pommel against his shoulder, against his like Kevlar vest, instead of the top of his head, and just looks at you with a "oh shit." But yeah, you are in front of the door now. He is he's stunned, so he doesn't have anything. So you guys get your full round again if you want to continue, or if you want to go into the room.
I think I was going to tie this guy up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I don't have my manacles on me. But does this guy have any other gear on him that I could bind him with?
Yes, as casino security, he does have manacles that normally would be used to restrain, of course, overly aggressive customers.
All right, then. So I'm going to try and get him all wrapped up before we go into the room.
Yeah, I'd say while you're wrapping him, you can definitely take off the manacles, take the keys. Claire would grab the gun and the walkie.
Okay.
But yeah, he's stunned for this round, so he is tied up.
Perfect.
She'll look at you in that like, wow, that was impressive, Forrest.
Yeah, that went better than I thought I was going to. You know what to do when we get inside?
Yes, I do.
All right. Because the maze is shut down, will the doors open? I guess these guys probably have pass keys.
Yes, with the pass key you took from the guard, you're able to open it. Because yeah, your drone was left behind with your bracelet, so the drone is floating somewhere off in space, following the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
You open this door, leaving the guard bound. Did you gag him as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Bound and gagged. It'll probably take him some time to try to get out of this. Because tying them up it's like a pin effect, and to escape, the DC is 20 plus your combat maneuver bonus instead of your CMD. So, I feel like that's a very high number for you.
Yeah, it's going to be a little while.
All right, entering in. So in this room, there's a huge mechanical steam-powered clock. Though it does give off a glow behind the clock face that is reminiscent of the light you've seen from the Constant. There is a window over on the left side of the room, which, looking out towards it, you think you might be in Farthen. Looking out into the trees, you can see the city of Farthen up on the hill. You can go ahead and give me if you have it, knowledge geography, or if you have a good in-character guess, you're welcome to as well.
I have neither.
Okay.
But I do know that there's weird time shenanigans going on with Farthen from my visit there, the party.
Mm-hmm. The clock itself is counting backwards, and right now the room still smells of like heated steam and kind of moist and like going into a sauna that's been used recently.
Okay.
As it reaches the top of a minute, it makes a distant kind of train sound, kind of choo-choo sound.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine there's like a main clock face, then below it, there's a bunch of smaller clock faces.
I see. Okay.
That decorate the body of this grandfather steam-powered clock.
Okay.
But one of those times has specifically the time you came in.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll reach into her bag and pull out a book.
All right. I'm still looking over the big steam clock.
You probably have a fair amount of time, considering you have the walkie-talkie. You can hear people occasionally checking in. Oh, looks like we only got two left.
Yeah, if I get anything from them, I'll want to radio back. Yeah. Is there a dome covering the smaller clocks?
There's not.
Okay. I'm going to move the minute hand of my clock.
Okay. What are you moving it to?
I'm just gonna move it 5 minutes up.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles. and then I'll look over at Claire.
Claire will. I don't think it'll take effect until you leave, but I think that'll skip you ahead 5 minutes if it helps.
How does that work?
She's looking through the book, and with this clock, we can open a door to the halls, and the halls go through different times. And so, from this clock here in the Tesfred Tower, you are adjusting the time that you return.
Okay, so does time not move for us while we're in here?
Correct.
Oh. And do you have a clock here? I'll be looking around at the little ones and see if there's one that's been counting since 8 months ago.
I do. And she'll point to one that only shows 6 months.
Okay.
I rewound it backwards when I tried to go back to find the door again. And I just... Yeah.
How did that work out? I mean, did...
She'll look a bit embarrassed, and I don't think it worked out well. I feel like I stepped back out into the maze into a time that I'd already not been successful, and so have been catching up to myself.
Would it be a good idea to boost you up 2 months? Put you back on track?
If everything goes right, once I get these times set, I'm going to go into the halls, and it won't matter anymore. I'll be outside of time and able to start my search for real.
Any idea what might happen if you're wrong?
She'll look at the book and look at you, and no, I don't really.
Well, we come all this way.
She'll start moving some of the smaller clocks that aren't tied to you or her, before eventually here, in a few minutes, after a few choo-choo noises, she'll start adjusting the main face of the clock. After she brings it around to the correct time, checking the book to make sure everything's lined up, she's like, okay, I think I have this set for the time that I graduated, and then we had the party on the beach. And I think that's the last time, that's from my dream where I remember meeting her. And the clock will chime. This time, not a choo-choo, but the entire front face of the clock will open. It'll give off a hiss and it'll release that light, much like you've seen on the Constant. But as it does, you'll see a form standing there, dressed in head to toe in white cloth that tightly wraps around its body. You can see a great sword on its back, its matte black eyes, and its rubbery kind of white skin. It doesn't have a mouth or nostrils, and doesn't have ears. It simply stares back at you unblinking. Before you would all hear in your head, "You cannot come in here, Claire. The Ulak Kree does not want anyone's steps echoing in the halls anymore. The halls are off limits. I do not care that the Winter of Nugget says that you should be allowed. This time, if you do this, I will remove you from all thought and memory." The creature will look over at you, and it has no face to which to give emotions, but you can definitely tell by the angle of the head and the expression on it of, who is this? And you'll hear in your head, and you can imagine Claire's hearing this as well, "This does not involve you, and you may leave this place. If you help her walk these sacred halls, I will not stop to erase you two."
I look over at Claire.
Yeah, she looks back and, "Olamanth, I'm not going to stop until I get in there. I have to find her. The only way you will stop me is by removing you from all thought and memory." And she'll draw her short sword and dagger. The creature does look a little offended at that of, "Those are not your weapons to have," as it will draw a crystal greatsword, and it will begin to step out into the room with you. The creature does seem to have a shimmer about it, where occasionally it looks like it takes a step in a direction but doesn't, or it seems to jerk slightly to a side or shift a bit, as it's not quite blinking, but seems to be stepping into different paths of timelines of where it's moving in different directions.
Okay.
From here, though, we will roll initiatives. Claire goes first, but she's going to delay. She doesn't look at you, but she speaks to you of, "It would be very helpful if we can kill him so he doesn't follow me. Can you help me kill him?"
He's stepping out of the doorway.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to wait for its attention to be more fixed on Claire, and then I'm going to run through the door.
All right, both you and Claire have readied actions. Olamanth will walk out, sword in hand, and will seem to disappear before instantly appearing in front of Claire. Now, it's not turning invisible so much as it's shifting through time. So for you, with your tremor sense, you kind of like when you see like a fish come up to the surface to eat a bug. Like you can sense the ripples of where he's stepping as he moves across the room, even though you can't see him.
Okay.
But Claire begins dodging before the swing comes, as Olamanth will make their first strike and completely whiff. With that big of a whiff, Claire is going to sprint for the door. And your ready action your delay would go off as well.
Mm-hmm.
As both of you make it to the door, and Olamanth is You're seeing that Matrix agent kind of like multiple frames as they're turning around, spinning around. But it is your turns. So are you both running in and?
If he looks like he's going to pursue, I'd probably just be. I was thinking about turning around to say something, but.
Well, if you're going to go through the door with Claire, she's going to close the door behind her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
And so you both will be in the halls?
Yep. We're echoing in these halls.
Yeah. Stretching before you is what feels like an infinite hallway. Doors line both sides, separated by about 10 feet each. As they go on past what your vision can see. Claire will, breathing heavily, he's going to find his way back here eventually, but you need to find the door that goes back to the beach.
I'm going to look at the doors and see if there's any difference in them.
They are all surrounded and covered in runes, and the runes are different on each door.
All right.
She's using the book and basically looking around door frames of like, okay, this isn't it, and then we'll head to the next one. And
if I put my ear up to the door, do I feel or hear anything?
You do not.
All right.
And none of the doors are locked. If you open them, most of them just have an ambient kind of dark light that you can hear like echoes of something, but you can't identify any noises. But you know stepping through would put you somewhere else.
Okay. I am going to run back to the way we came in. Is that, were we able to lock it behind us, or?
No. None of the doors are locked. Like there's no locks to them.
But I mean, spacing on the name. Starts with an A. The Time Flare.
Oh, yeah, Olamanth.
Olamanth. He's not going to be that long, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, she'll panic to run to another door. We'll see. I feel like I'm getting closer. I think I'm in the right year.
Good. Keep going. Is there anything I can do to help this go faster?
So Fours, you asked if there's a way for this to go faster. If she can share her information with you, you might be able to use this to go a little bit faster. And this unlocks a third synchronicity power.
Equal exchange. You can create a mind link with any willing entity or form. This allows you to share information freely back and forth. All right, so she's matrix downloading pertinent information into my smooth brain.
If you offer and she accepts,
yeah,
you will see a bit of hesitance on her side for just a moment. There's that all this information being given. You can tell she's a little worried, but she needs the help. She will transfer you the knowledge that she has of the halls, what she's gained from the books of Horatio Cask. But you also get snippets of other things. You can see her memory now when she was on the beach and where there's like footprints in the sand and there's a form of somebody standing there, but it looks like she just cannot remember what they look like. You're getting memories that she has of this other person that they're just gone. It also means you get some of the other stuff of that she knew how to use the clock. She knew more or less where the room is, but she was hoping. She's used that clock multiple times before to try for different outcomes. And this is the first time she's succeeded. She does know, and part of the thoughts going through her head from the book, she has made up in her mind, if need be, she will kill and imbibe the blood of the Time Flare, which supposedly helps prevent your mind from time and erasure, as the blood from the Time Flares comes from the First World and the First Kings. The short sword and dagger she has are also weapons like the Time Flayers use. They can also erase people.
Oh, scary. And this shit was just sitting around in some casino maze?
Though she may not remember it, you getting access to all of her mental information, she has left those for herself on different attempts.
I see.
And part of her resetting time is going back beyond that. But with that changed, you can now aid her on these checks, giving you a temporary bonus to knowledge or to lore of the hallways.
All right. Find this beach door before we get erased.
All right. She moves quickly to another door as both of you are looking over the runes. You're able to match them up quicker, working together. Using her temporary bonus, you're getting also a plus 15. You are down to the week, but you have not found the day yet.
And the week isn't good enough?
She needs to get there before herself to see the person, to see Zoe. So we're going to do, so you have one more round before Olamanth will come out of one of the doors.
All right. When is this, by the way? I'll be asking. Oh, I don't aid.
Oh, with her temporary bonus, you did actually aid.
Oh, yes, with the plus 15. Yes.
She'll stop in front of the door, and I think this is it. This is it, Force. Are you going to be able to get back?
Well, where is this? Or when is this?
This is going to be about 6 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably head back then.
Yeah, she'll turn to you and give you a hug.
Yeah.
And kind of, she'll chuckle and, what a weird few months it's been.
Yeah. I'm personally just thinking of how best not to get erased when I go back. I'm pretty sure my winnings are forfeit after having accosted a casino guard. Oh well. It has been a strange several hours.
You could go back and sneak into the room and get your bracelet back while we're running over here. And then sorry, I gotta go. Thank you, Forrest. And she will jump through. You are left in the hallways, quiet and still. No air seems to move here. Your tremor sense doesn't seem to function, really.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, standing alone in the hallways, you will hear a door start to open.
Okay.
I will say, if you want to go for the craziest thing, if you want to roll stealth and see if you can bushwhack a time flare.
That seems so outside chance. It is crazy. I was just weighing the options of jumping through a random door in the halls of time. But that kind of feels like a good way for me to just exit the campaign, and I'm not really thinking I'm going to do that. So yeah, I think stealth would probably be a wise option, but I don't think I have a whole lot of cover here. So yeah, I'm going to climb and attempt to stealth, and when he enters the room, if I have not been discovered, I think I'm going to try and lift his greatsword off of him.
All right, bold. I like it. All right, you climb up onto the...
Oh my gosh. I don't do any of that. No, I do. But it'll be hilarious.
With a nat 1, yes.
I can't imagine I'm going to be very stealthy here, but I start climbing the walls very conspicuously.
Of course, there's not a lot of room to stealth. There's nothing to hide behind, right? But creatures like Olabanth do have the ability to see a few seconds into the future. And so what this ends up being is, as it walks through the door, it stops and immediately starts to turn around to look up where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So this still does not mean you don't have a chance not to. It will provoke moving through your space. It just won't be caught off guard.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was probably going to be I shouldn't have described the disarm, because that was for a successful stealth attempt. But I think I'm going to try and just slip past him to the door and count on my speed to save me.
Its blade not in hand. It does not have improved unarmed strike, so like those sticky guys on a fridge, move down through the door, land. The clock is open behind you.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to jump through and close the door.
Okay. It is starting to fade fairly quickly, but you do still have a lingering knowledge of Claire's knowledge of the door from reading the book. If you want to go ahead and give me a check, it's DC 20 to basically time lock it, right? Change this so this is not a door to the halls.
All right. I'm definitely going to want to try and do that.
All right.
Because, otherwise you're just going to open up the door. All right. I fiddle with with an 18. I fiddle with some clock hands and think that should do it. And then I start running. But yeah, I'm not going to stay in the clock room. Yeah, I think I'll try and head back to the classroom.
Okay.
And is there only one entrance or one door in and out of the clock room?
There is. And yeah, when you come out, it will be 5 minutes past when you went in.
Okay. So are all the casino hands in the room then?
Ooh, that's a fun one. Do we...
It's like the guy was pinned and cuffed and stuff, but now 5 minutes.
So yeah, as you sprint away from Olamanth, you can hear the clock door starting to open behind you as the door in front of you opens quickly as you rush out into a handful of casino security. Machine pistols pointed at you as one guard's, that's the guy! At least I think that's the guy as you're standing there in your Hawaiian shorts. But you'll get the, put your hands up!
Yeah, I'll put my hands up.
But you will, behind you at least, you'll sense and hear the door click as Alamanth will go back into the halls. And
he saw I was taken care of.
As much as what he would like to get you,
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to rush into a bunch of dudes with guns, right?
Yeah.
And that gives away the whole secret time player thing.
Yeah, it sure does.
But yeah, so we will end the session with the guards here as they have your arms pulled to your sides. So you're part of that Amon crew, huh? You guys have really started a shitstorm.
I'll just kind of have a meek little smile on my face. Not knowing exactly what's going on the outside, just imagining. Yeah, all right.
And as Siren is staring at Lucius, behind her, the giant screen with all the faces and things would show a giant picture of Lucius Estibold. With giant light, winner! Winner!
And he
A little
falls
bit
in
of
the
a
sky,
smirk.
like-
Yeah, it's a little bit too late, as I say to Karina.
Is it now? Well then, she's going to call over to the security head, as she will announce them. These men are all corporate espionage from Amon. They've come here and they've clearly committed fraud. They're trying to steal from the casino.
I got my lawyer on the way.
The security head will be like, "Are you sure, ma'am? These were paying patrons." And she'll, "Oh, absolutely. They've assured me that this is no coincidence. That they've come here for pleasure and have absolutely no, actual business here? But that's not what you said when you came into the country, is it?"
All right, over the table. What did we say when we came in the country?
Everyone says
A
something
little bit
different.
of both.
A little bit of both. Yeah.
I said no.
No, yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah.
People
So I
start
can respond to
freaking
that.
out.
Like, no, I definitely came in here for a little bit of pleasure.
And what would that be, Mr. Estibold?
I will motion towards my face on the winning screen.
Winning all your money. Josh doesn't say that.
The Kabuto guys by Dosh should be like, "Wait, fraud? Do we not get our money? What's going on?" And as that whispers of fraud and cheating start to spread a little bit, as people hear it, you definitely get the feeling that you guys are in like an island of chaos, right? Some people are cheering because they jumped on the bet behind. Other people are freaking out. No one understands quite why this is not happening, though there are, of course, the people saying Lucius won. He needs his winnings. But rumors of fraud going around mean that they're not going to pay until it's inspected.
I want to make this worse. Bad.
Which is
Do
over Oswald. You notice one of the waiters over there by the bar immediately drops the drinks that they're holding and makes a phone call.
Over by the bar where everybody else is.
Where you are, because you did
I
not
am.
come back to the table.
Right. Did I get the impression that it was about me? Like they saw me and recognized me or something?
No, this person does not seem to pay attention to you at all.
Okay.
As all of this starts to go off.
Okay, I will try and do I have a spell for this? I think I do. Where's my spell? Aha! Speech Reader's Sight. I will cast Speech Reader's Sight and try and gather what I can from this conversation on the phone.
That's awesome.
Excellent. Thank you, Jesse. That is amazing.
I'm about to be thrown out of the casino for using magic on the floor.
Oh, not just magic, my friend. Divination specifically
Oh,
is called
fuck.
out when you come in.
Divination.
I didn't know the divination spell. God damn it. It's so
Did you
weird.
put
It's
this in the
divination.
secret chat.
So as Siren is staring at you, Lucius, at the anger crossing her face with the blinking lights all around her, screaming Lucius is a winner. As Forrest runs into Laura, Oswald casts a spell. Now, Oswald, you do get to see that this man here is immediately reaching out to somebody. At first, you don't recognize the name. You do recognize, no, you're going to want to hear this right now. Tell Sprite right away. Justin's fucked.
Okay.
But then the next part happens. The area around you goes dark on the floor. A large hologram illusionary arrow appears above your head, and security begins rushing towards you. And they will go to tackle you.
Oh, we don't get to see the jackal.
Now, this, of course, back at the main table, all of you can hear the alarms start to go off as Siren will look at you, Lucius, and,
How could I have forgotten Oswald?
So I'm having a flashback to the last time that
Swarm of
official
people.
police folks were were coming at me.
Invisible truck.
Yep. And at that time, I was like, "Well, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. If I just comply and explain myself, everything will turn out fine." And then after that happened, Lucius took me aside and said, "Don't do that. Next time, run. Don't trust the cops." So I
Truth be
run.
told, don't trust the cops. Fuck the police.
Yeah, I try and bolt.
okay. Yeah, I mean, what does bolting look like for Oswald?
It's the ceiling.
Yeah, probably not at this stage. I'm probably just trying to make my way towards the nearest exit as best I can figure it. I don't know how turned around I am inside this casino, but
No, with your
Um,
Pauldron background, you're not lost in the casino. You've been here.
nice.
Oh.
Then yeah, straight towards the nearest exit, trying to work my way through the crowd as best I can.
All right. So for all of you, a crowd of security agents goes piling into a bar as you see Oswald zip, smashing breaking glass as hooks embed themselves in walls inside this casino.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't
Marsh-
see that every day. Well, we do.
Marsh would use this opportunity to put his arm on Keegan and give it back.
You lost it fair and square. Is his hand just on me, or is he gripping me?
He's gripping you on the shoulder.
Okay.
You can start hearing a wave of people screaming, yelling about to pay Lucius out. Other people saying, they're clearly cheating. He's running. The magic user's running.
I get a lot worse before it gets better.
Yeah, the Kabuto guys are starting to draw guns. Marsh has his arm on Keegan. Siren is still staring at you, Lucius.
All right. All right. Funny enough, before the episode, we talked about taking this feat called truce. I am going to attempt to de-escalate this.
All right, none of your allies have any weapons out. And the highest Cha person is Siren. As you know, she is a sorcerer as well. So the DC on this will be 35.
Is it Karina Siren?
It is.
All right, Karina, this is a huge misunderstanding, and we need to talk about this.
Behind you, glass shatters as Oswald flies out of the lobby into the open air.
Right.
Mhm.
This looks really bad, but if we talk about this, we're going to come to a solution. I got a total of 37.
Nice.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Oh, a 19. Good.
Yeah, God damn it.
All right, Istibald, explain.
And I'll sit down. I imagine I've been standing. And please, I'll gesture to sit as well.
I asked for a better class of entertainment.
Yeah, she'll sit down across from you. Marsh does not sit down, but he will take his hand off Keegan. The other guys have not drawn weapons. They will keep them holstered, waiting for approval from either Marsh or Siren. And then the wave of, you can hear people's alerts going off on their phones, dings all across the casino as messages are being pushed. But you have her absolute attention, Lucius.
And Forrest is standing sadly, like, where are my friends at? I just won.
The screen behind you shows he and Laura running through the halls.
Oh, nice.
I guess that's hard to not overlook for a second and then back. Yeah, us being here looks bad. But ultimately, we're going to need to speak to Taro when he gets here.
Oh, I absolutely believe that will have to happen.
Yeah, and it will be well above your head. I'm sorry.
I don't think you're going to enjoy your meeting with Taro.
You know, I'm sure you're right. But the outcome, I have faith that everything's going to come out all right.
The scene behind you, as you talk with her, some people are starting to yell at security guards. They're trying to quell the people that are now losing their minds, showing their phones, yelling. One of the Kabuto guys now is turned away from the confrontation with you guys and is trying to block off the area from people that are starting to encroach. Not necessarily at you all, but just in the general malaise that a mob has.
My HCOM's going to kind of float up in between us and display what's going on. This sounds a little bit too big to ignore.
Yeah, she'll use this opportunity to also check her HCOM. As you can see, the pushed announcement to everybody in here from Alban Pebblebrook. Justin Brew Kane refuses to pay out winners.
Oh, wow.
I'll say that. Wow. Let's go full Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson, whichever one does that.
Wow.
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 But that's where we'll go ahead and end it.
Nice.
Why don't you want to give me the money, Jeff?
Thanks for listening. Like, rate, review, all the stuff. It helps us out. A huge thank you to our Patreon supporters for supporting our burrito habits and helping us get new stuff to try to make this sound better. Our intro and outro are from Monolithic. You also heard Cathedral and Laissez-Faire, all three from Nihilor, as well as you heard Clavier music. Alright, have a good one out there, and stay safe. Alright, bye. Bye.